person. This is right next to Nashville, Tennessee. Right in Nashville, Tennessee.
And there is one of the What? Oh my god.
From Nashville to New Jersey, from New York to Pennsylvania, over the last couple of weeks, the Pentagon is being rammed with hundreds of reports of mysterious UFO sightings.
What are those? They are not moving.
Although the government is trying their best to brush them off as prototype drones, the truth is far from it. Turns out we're not alone in the universe after all. It's true, the skies hold secrets. And maybe, just maybe, they're waiting for us to uncover them. But what if I told you that governments around the world, especially the Pentagon, might already have the answer, but they're not telling us?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. That's the skyline over there. I'm gonna see if I can film this. It keeps showing up outside. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna try to zoom in on this. Oh my gosh, do you see that? What the... Bro.
Now stick with me, because this isn't science fiction. This is real, and it's happening right now. For centuries, humans have been captivated by the idea of extraterrestrial life, speculating whether otherworldly beings are observing us from the vast expanse of space. The intrigue has only deepened as credible sightings and mysterious incidents have come to light. Tonight, we're diving deep into the latest UFO sightings, mysterious encounters, and why some believe the truth is being deliberately kept from us. The Pentagon, an iconic, almost mythical structure, stands as the nerve center of the United States Department of Defense. Located in Arlington, Virginia, just across the Potomac River from Washington, D.C., it is a fortress of power, strategy, and secrecy. Completed in 1943, during the height of World War II, its unique five-sided design isn't just an architectural choice, it's a symbol of the unified strength of America's military forces. Covering over 6.5 million square feet, the Pentagon is one of the largest office buildings in the world, capable of housing more than 25,000 employees on any given day. But who works there? And who truly controls this behemoth? The Pentagon is owned by the US federal government, specifically managed under the Department of Defense. Within its walls, a complex web of individuals operates at the highest levels of strategy and decision-making. Military officers from the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, and Space Force work alongside civilian analysts, engineers, and contractors. Together, they oversee everything from defense budgets and military policies to cutting-edge technologies and global operations. These corridors also host the most powerful figures in US defense, including the Secretary of Defense and the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Their decisions shape not only the country's military strategy, but often the course of global events. Over the past few years, UFO sightings, now officially called UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena, have captured global attention. These aren't just grainy photos from backyard enthusiasts. We're talking about highly credible witnesses, military pilots, radar operators, and even astronauts. But what's most intriguing is how these sightings are being handled. For decades, the government dismissed or ridiculed UFO reports. Now they're admitting something. But what? Could it be that these revelations are just the tip of the iceberg? Or is there a carefully orchestrated narrative to control what we believe about the unknown? What makes the Pentagon even more fascinating is its duality. On one hand, it represents transparency, a place where America's military strength is on full display. On the other, it's a fortress of secrets, guarding information that could alter our understanding of national and global security. This balance of openness and mystery fuels endless intrigue. But who really controls the Pentagon? While its ownership lies with the government, its influence extends far beyond, shaping policies and decisions that ripple across the world. It's not just a building, it's the heartbeat of a global superpower, a place where history is written daily. A glimpse into 2024, the Nevada encounter. Let's start with a sighting that's making waves this year. In April 2024, a commercial airliner flying over Nevada reported a massive, glowing object that seemed to shadow their flight path for over 15 minutes. Multiple passengers captured videos showing a bright, cylindrical object moving at speeds no known aircraft could match. Even more bizarre, air traffic control confirmed there were no scheduled flights or military exercises in the area. Eyewitnesses described it as a surreal experience and claimed the object's movements defied all known laws of physics, with abrupt stops and sudden accelerations that seemed impossible. The airline initially released a statement calling it an unexplained anomaly, but within days the story was overshadowed by vague reassurances from federal agencies. Eyewitnesses, however, were adamant. What they saw was not of this Earth. One passenger described the object's movement as like it was bending reality itself. It seemed to operate in a completely different dimension of physics. Was this a one-off encounter, or could it be evidence of ongoing monitoring by an advanced civilization? Sound far-fetched? Maybe. But it's eerily similar to past reports that were dismissed or suppressed, reports that we're finally starting to revisit. Revisiting 2023, the Arizona event. In July 2023, the Arizona event became one of the most discussed sightings in recent memory. A massive triangular object with pulsating lights was seen hovering silently over the Arizona desert. Witnesses described an unearthly hum and sharp, physics-defying movements. Military jets were scrambled and radar stations detected something unusual, but the official explanation was a training exercise. This explanation did little to quell public curiosity, especially as leaked footage showed a sophisticated craft performing maneuvers that seemed to mock human aviation technology. Does that sound familiar? It should. Back in 2004, the USS Nimitz incident involved a similar pattern. Pilots encountered a small white object, later dubbed the Tic Tac UFO, that moved in ways no known aircraft could replicate. These movements included instantaneous acceleration, the ability to hover in place, and sharp directional changes that seemed to ignore inertia. The Pentagon remained silent for years until leaked footage forced them to acknowledge the event. But even then, their explanation was evasive. Why the reluctance to disclose? Is there a larger narrative at play? Ancient encounters, a pattern of mystery. Modern sightings are alarming, but they're far from the first. Strange phenomena have been documented throughout history. In 1561, residents of Nuremberg, Germany, reported a celestial battle involving strange, glowing objects. Artists at the time depicted the scene as cylindrical and spherical objects engaging in what appeared to be combat in the sky. Was it a fantastical tale or an early example of UAP activity? During World War II, Allied pilots described Foo Fighters, mysterious orbs that appeared to play cat and mouse with their planes. These orbs were highly maneuverable, emitted no heat signature, and often appeared out of nowhere. These incidents were often dismissed as folklore, wartime hallucinations, or atmospheric phenomena. But what if they were glimpses of the same phenomena we're witnessing today? Could these objects have been observing us for centuries, waiting for something? Perhaps they are not here to conquer, but to observe. And if so, what are they waiting for? Could it be that we are participants in an experiment we don't even realize is happening? The Pentagon, guardians of secrets. Before diving further, let's pause and understand what the Pentagon is. Officially known as the United States Department of Defense headquarters, the Pentagon is a massive five-sided building in Arlington, Virginia. It serves as the nerve center for America's military operations and is arguably the most secure building in the country. Beyond its physical structure, the Pentagon symbolizes military might and a central hub for national security decisions. Over the decades, the Pentagon has been at the heart of several controversial projects. Think about the Manhattan Project, where secrecy surrounded the development of the atomic bomb, or the Cold War-era experiments involving mind control under MK-Ultra. The Pentagon is no stranger to withholding information under the guise of national security. When it comes to UFOs, or UAPs, it's no surprise that the Pentagon might be playing its cards close to the chest. Could the secrecy surrounding UAPs be linked to something far more significant than we imagine? The Pentagon's dance of denial, here's where the plot thickens. In 2021, the Pentagon released a highly anticipated UAP report. Out of 144 sightings examined, only one could be explained. The rest? Unresolved. Yet the report acknowledged that these objects pose a potential threat to national security. This admission marked a seismic shift in the US government's approach to the phenomenon, but it also raised more questions than answers. Why label them as a threat if they're harmless? And why redact significant portions of the report? Could it be that the government knows far more than it's letting on? Some believe the answer lies in what's being hidden behind those blacked-out sections. Leaks suggest that some of these sightings involve objects that emit radiation, have no visible propulsion system, and appear to materialize and dematerialize at will. Is the Pentagon protecting us from fear, or protecting its own secrets? Advanced technology, or something else? One theory suggests these UAPs are advanced technology from foreign adversaries. China, Russia. Experts largely dismiss this idea. The capabilities described, instant acceleration, anti-gravity propulsion, are light years ahead of human innovation. If these objects are of earthly origin, they represent a scientific breakthrough that's nothing short of miraculous. The implications would revolutionize industries from energy to transportation. Yet skeptics argue that such advancements are unlikely to have gone unnoticed in our interconnected world. But a more unsettling possibility looms. Could these objects be extraterrestrial? Or, as some fringe theorists speculate, could they be time travelers? What if they're not just visitors, but entities deeply intertwined with our past and future? If these are interdimensional beings or visitors from parallel universes, it would upend not only science but also philosophy and theology. Could they hold the answers to the mysteries of human existence? Biological entities, a whistleblower's revelation.
Or seeing UAPs.
That's just my personal estimate.
In the incident off Virginia Beach, do you believe the Navy took the danger to your aircraft seriously after it was reported?
Absolutely.
In late 2023, a whistleblower came forward with claims that some UAPs aren't merely objects, but biological entities. Yes, living beings capable of interstellar travel.
Elected leaders that had more information that I'm not sure what they've shared with certain Gang of Eight members or etc., but certainly I would not be surprised.
This revelation sent shockwaves through both scientific and public communities, raising far more questions than it answered. If these beings are truly biological, it implies they possess a level of intelligence, adaptability, and technological prowess far beyond anything humanity has achieved. Imagine organisms designed to survive the vacuum of space, endure extreme conditions, and navigate the complexities of interstellar travel. This changes everything. We're not just talking about advanced spacecraft or cutting-edge technology. We're talking about life forms that challenge the very fundamentals of biology and physics as we know them. Could these beings have evolved under conditions radically different from Earth? Or are they the result of bioengineering so advanced that it makes our own genetic manipulations look primitive? If these beings are indeed biological, what does that say about their intentions and understanding of the universe? Are they peaceful explorers, curious about other life in the cosmos? Or are they sentinels observing us from the shadows, gathering data for reasons we can't yet comprehend? Some have even speculated that these entities might view humans the way we view wildlife, worth studying but not necessarily interacting with on equal terms. And then there's the most unsettling question. Are they here to help, to harm, or simply to observe? If their intentions are benevolent, why the secrecy? If malevolent, what are we preparing for? And if they're indifferent, what does that say about humanity's significance, or lack thereof, in the grand scheme of the universe? The implications are both thrilling and terrifying, leaving us to wonder how much the whistleblower has revealed, and how much remains hidden from us. The secrecy puzzle. Why all the secrecy? Some argue that governments fear mass panic. Others suggest they're trying to reverse engineer alien technology for military dominance. A darker theory posits that disclosure would reveal unsettling truths, that we're not in control, and that these entities might not have our best interests at heart. The secrecy has only fueled conspiracy theories, with some suggesting shadow organizations like Majestic 12 are actively suppressing evidence of extraterrestrial contact. But why would mass panic be such a concern? Humanity has faced extraordinary challenges before and adapted. Could it be that what's truly feared is not chaos, but the collapse of systems that rely on control, belief, and order? Consider this. If extraterrestrial life were confirmed, it wouldn't just affect science, it would challenge religion, politics, economics, and even our sense of identity. The global balance of power could shift overnight, with nations scrambling to reinterpret their role in a suddenly expanded universe. Could this be the real reason governments keep their cards close to their chest? Then there's the technological angle. If reverse engineering alien craft is a possibility, the implications for military power are staggering. Imagine weapons, energy sources, or transportation methods far beyond anything currently available. The first country to harness such technology would dominate not just the Earth, but potentially space as well. Is it any wonder that secrecy might be enforced at the highest levels, even at the cost of public trust? Connecting the dots, a global phenomenon. It's not just the US. In 2024 alone, countries like Brazil, Japan, and Australia have reported similar sightings. In one instance, a fleet of glowing objects was seen over the Amazon rainforest, an area already shrouded in mystery and ancient lore. Witnesses described synchronized movements and sudden vanishing acts that defied explanation. These sightings were captured not just by individuals, but also by local news crews, further amplifying their credibility. In Japan, near Mount Fuji, several hikers reported witnessing orb-like objects hovering in a triangular formation before shooting off into the night sky with incredible speed. These orbs emitted a faint, rhythmic hum, something described as both mesmerizing and unnerving. This incident followed another bizarre report from Australia's outback, where a group of miners claimed to have seen a saucer-shaped object emitting beams of light that seemed to scan the ground below. In both cases, the eyewitnesses were people with no prior interest in UFO phenomena, adding weight to their testimonies. Could these incidents be part of a coordinated effort by these entities to make their presence known? The patterns in these reports raise tantalizing questions. The synchronized movements and sudden disappearances suggest an intelligence that operates far beyond our understanding of aerodynamics and physics. These sightings, spanning continents and cultures, seem to transcend coincidence. Are these entities trying to communicate with us in a way we're yet to comprehend? Or are they observing us as part of a larger, unknown agenda? One thing is certain. The global nature of these encounters indicates that if there's a message being conveyed, it's meant for all of humanity, not just a select few. A conclusion or a beginning. So where does this leave us? For now, the truth remains shrouded in mystery, buried under classified documents and vague government statements. But one thing is clear, the phenomenon is real, and it's not going away. Every new sighting, every leaked report brings us closer to answers, or perhaps more questions. The next few years could be pivotal in understanding whether we're alone in the universe or part of something far greater than we've ever imagined. As we continue to push for transparency, one thing becomes increasingly evident. The truth might be more extraordinary and unsettling than we ever imagined. Keep watching the skies, stay curious, and never stop asking questions. Because the moment we stop seeking the truth is the moment we accept the unknown as unknowable. Perhaps one day we'll look back and realize that the secrets of the skies were never out of reach. We just had to be brave enough to uncover them. But before I call it a day, have you experienced something totally bizarre? Don't forget to let me know in the comments. And if you are keen to uncover more mysteries and their implications, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because the truth is out there, and we're not stopping until we find it.